So he'll wash the combine up, and then we'll wash the header up second. Look at that deer. Y'all, there is a deer with his baby coming right at me. Which remote was it, too?
Yeah, this one right here. Change that barrel. All right, I'm ready.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniel and you are watching Triple R Farms, and today is Wednesday, September the 13th. And guess what we're gonna do today? We're gonna finish the corn harvest. This could be the last day of corn harvest right here in this video. If nothing goes wrong, we should wrap it up. Oh Lord, I'm about to hit Wayne. But yeah, we should finish corn today. Yep, gotta put the seatbelt on. So yes, today is a big day because if everything goes right, we will finish corn and then we're gonna jump right over into soybeans. So I had to go take Thomas, had to drop him off at school this morning. My wife had a meeting she had to go to. So thanks to Dad and Mark, they went over there and got my combine ready. So Mark greased the header for me, and Dad actually cleaned my windows. He took the pressure washer and I think he washed up my combine. So thanks to them that now I can just go over there and jump right on the combine and get to work. Dad said he's gonna go ahead and pull his combine over in the valley. We've got some soybeans that look they look ready. So I think he's gonna work on getting his combine over there hooked up to his McDon Draper head and get everything working on it. And then he said he may dive off in there into one of these fields and just see what the moisture is on the beans. So hopefully we'll get some video of that a little bit later. But main thing, let's get through with corn harvest. Just washed my truck. So this is the field over here where Philip was disking the other day. He got over it twice. He went at an angle like this the first time, and then he went the opposite way at an angle. So he was able to get over this field twice. So the next step for this field, it is ready to be bedded. So this big ball of dust that's in front of me, that is Mark with his grain cart. If you were wondering what he was doing at the shop, he had the number 2 remote on his tractor when he pulled it back, the hydraulics, it was leaking out really bad. What you have to do is you have to go in there, and it's an O-ring kit. You have to go in there and install. So what we did is just move those hydraulic hoses to another remote. We moved them to number 3, and they're not leaking, so we'll fix that another day. But that's what he was doing at the shop. And there she is. There's the combine. Hold it. Out fell. Alright guys, before we get started, I wanted to mention 2 things on this header that I don't know if I've talked about or addressed. But these little blue things right here, these blue wands, got one on this side, one on that side. They have been a lifesaver since I've been out in this down corn where the corn is just laid over flat in places. And there was no way I could tell where the rows were. You couldn't even hardly see the roots, and that's what you look at, where the plant goes in the ground to guide. Basically, I would have done a horrible job if I would have had to manually drive this out here. These things right here, this is what our guidance is. This is how we don't run off GPS from the combine. This is our guidance, and what it does, you got a row of corn right here. This wand rubs up against the edge of that row, and this wand right here, you got another row of corn. It rubs up on that side of the row. So the row right here and the row over here, that's how it guides. It follows those 2 rows by rubbing up against each side. That's how it steers the combine. And I'm telling you what, down that down corn, I was just blown away that this thing guided the whole entire time. Never got off the row. Also, this little guy right here, your in-row divider, most of y'all probably have seen this thing not turning in the videos, just sitting still. Well, here's the reason. It's got like a little bearing or something down in here on this end, and it's gone out. So that's why I haven't been running them. If you've seen in the videos, they're just sitting still. They will turn, but this side right here will start doing a lot of vibrating really weird, and I just don't want to tear it up even any worse than it already is. So next year, we'll have to get that bearing fixed, and then we'll get them back rolling. Ooh, these windows have not been this clean all season. Look at this. There's Roy. He's a little excited, isn't he? I mean, everybody's excited. This is the last day of corn harvest. Why wouldn't you be pumped up? I am. Roy is. I think Mark is. I don't know about Dad and James, but we'll get them pumped up. It's the last day. I mean, look at this, guys. Can y'all tell where the rows are? Because I can't. That is amazing that head sight is guiding through all this. Absolutely amazing. Got something going on with the outside row we gotta go take a look at. Ooh, where is my chain? Supposed to have a gathering chain right here, like this one right here, and as you can see, it has jumped off the sprocket. Oh yeah. Alright guys, while I put the gathering chain on, I'll tell you a little bit about this corn. Seeing a pretty big yield difference in where the corn is laid over and where the corn is standing up straight, which we knew we were going to have some of that. I don't know why this thing is not working right. So if you didn't watch the last video, we had a really bad storm that came through this summer and had a lot of really high straight line winds. and laid a lot of corn over on a lot of farms. And this particular field right here was the last corn we planted. So it would have been the youngest corn when the storm came through. And we knew we were gonna have some yield loss because the way it laid it over, but I didn't know it was gonna be this bad. Good to go. So like I said, we knew we were gonna have some yield loss because of the way it's blown over like this. We knew the roots were gonna be damaged somewhat, but we just didn't know how much or how bad till we got out here in it. And where it's laid over like this, you're looking at 150 bushel corn. Where it's standing up straight, like right behind me, you're looking at 200 to 230 bushel corn, so a pretty big difference. And what that tells us is that these plants were not through filling out the corn ear, and when it got blown over, the roots were damaged and it just never filled out the ear like it was supposed to. And on all the other farms, Gray Rocks and Atogville, where it was older corn, it was pretty much through filling out the ear, was not affected at all. But it's unfortunate that we did get this yield loss, but at least it's not the whole field, and at least all the older corn was not affected. So that's what it is, if you were wondering if we were suffering any yield loss on the blown over corn. Now I gotta put this up. So here's what's on the menu for the last meal of corn harvest. And this was just dropped off by my mom, so it's still good and warm, and the drinks are still cold. All right, for our main course, we went with the barbecue sandwich. Looks good. Our side will be potato chips, and of course, to wash it down, we went with the ice cold Sprite. So that's what we're having for the last lunch of corn harvest right there, guys. Thanks, Mom. There's no way that's the same bug. Oh my gosh, I thought I would never be able to say this, but see these 12 rows right here, guys? These are the last 12 rows of corn harvest right here. That's it. All we gotta do is make it to the other end. And that's a wrap. Hello? Now James is gonna hold the rest. Okay, yeah, he's getting loaded right now. We're done. Oh my gosh, you guys have no idea how good it feels to be done, because when you spend so many hours in this cab right here, I mean, the windows start closing in on you, and you get a touch of cabin fever by the end of harvest, but we made it through it. We are done. So what does that mean? We're done with corn. Do we get to relax? I don't think so. Now it gets really busy. Number one, we got to get rid of all the corn that's down there in the seed house. Wayne's probably got 80 plus loads of corn in that shed that he's got to get out of there. We got to clean up the shed after that. Mark's got a gigantic job of cleaning up that bad boy right there. We got to unhook the corn header. I'm about to get it on the trailer. We'll get it to the shop. We'll wash the combine first, wash the header second. Another job, we got to get the grain carts cleaned out. Mark, James, and Roy will get in there, clean all the corn out the bottom, and just rake it off in the field. Look at that deer. Y'all, there is a deer with his baby coming right at me. What the heck was that? Y'all know those trailers, the tongue pulls out? They're neat. But you can't forget to back up because you gotta lock it back in. Well, that didn't take very long. Dad's ready to get his combine, which is right behind me. He's wanting to jump out here in the soybeans. It's about 3:30. He wants to jump out there. Number one, get his combine set up for beans. And number two, see what the moisture is on these beans. These will be the first beans of 2023 that we cut.
People see what we need.
Little bitty beans. So we did the end row all the way down to the other end. Dad's checking the moisture on the beans. We got to get that calibrated first. We have no idea if what it's saying in the cab is right. It's been saying anywhere from 10 to 16. Other thing is can't talk. We're walking behind the combine and seeing what we left, see what adjustments we need to make as far as not walking beans out the back. You need to tighten your concave.
Tighten the concave, and I believe put that fan down.
What's the moisture?
11.5 and it was 13 on the other one. Tighten up on this concave.
That was dusty. He's running. He's gonna play with it a little bit. He's not gonna cut much. He's just gonna basically try to get his combine set right is the goal this afternoon. But anyway, I gotta go grab the grain cart. He wanted me to get it down here where he can dump on it. And I guess that's gonna be it for the video. Huge thanks to everybody that has made it through the corn harvest with us. I'm talking about y'all behind the camera. Thanks for watching us all the way through. Hope y'all enjoyed the videos. And I want to give a big thanks to everybody here at R Farms that made the corn harvest possible. Everybody worked extremely hard, long hours, and never heard the first complaint out of any of them. And none of them missed a day. I mean, big shout out to Roy, Wayne, James, Mark, Philip, and Jimmy Friday. He was the other truck driver that helped us down there at Gray Rocks. It just makes the harvest go so smoothly when everybody is just working hard and got the same goal in mind to get done with the harvest and harvest as much of the crop as we can. And that's what we tried to do, and we did. So anyway, big thanks to them. So yeah, soybean harvest, I guess, is already here. Same day as corn harvest is ending. I want to thank once again everybody for watching the video, especially the ones that make it all the way to the end. If you want to do me a favor, click the thumb, means you like the video. If you want to subscribe, click the R Farms logo over here. Other than that, guys, we are done, and we'll see you on the next soybean harvest. See ya. We're out.